guys, it's Shauna. Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to show you this look I did with the help of this month's BoxyCharm. There was a lot of amazing products in this box to achieve this look, especially the eyeshadow. I am obsessed with these orange and yellow shades, as you guys know, and also these lashes. So if you guys want to see how I got this look, just keep on watching. Alright, so my brows are already done just for the sake of this video because I always do it the same way anyways. So the first thing in this month's BoxyCharm is this Brazilian Bum Bum cream, and I've heard of this literally everywhere. The packaging is so adorable, and I've actually used this before and it's such a nice moisturizer. It smells like literal heaven. So yeah, like I just use this as a overall body cream or hand cream and it's amazing. People always compliment me on how good I smell, and this one is valued for $10. Alright, so everything else in this box is for the look I'm going to do today, and I'm just going to start off with my foundation actually. So just to prime my face, I'm using the Fenty Beauty primer. It's my go-to. So I'm just going to use just a pump of that and then concentrate that onto my T-zone. And then all the rest of my face. And for the foundation, I'm going to use my favorite foundation ever. Of course, it's the Fenty Beauty foundation as well. I am in the shade 240. So yeah, I'm just going to shake it up, and I'm going to apply a very thin layer, honestly. For the summer, I don't apply a lot of foundation. I like more of that like natural sheer foundation look. And with that, I'm going to be using the Luxie Precision Foundation Brush that comes in this box. It comes with 3, which is the foundation brush, the powder brush, and also the highlighting brush. And these 3 brushes together retail for $42. So I'm just going to go ahead with that foundation brush right over here and just start applying that foundation with this brush very lightly. Just in circular motions. And I usually don't apply foundation with a brush because I feel like it gives such a streaky look. But I'm going to give this a try, and since this brush isn't too dense, it doesn't leave any streaks from what I see, and it gives such a light finish. Yeah, and the reason why I don't even apply that much foundation, I just apply like a pump, is because for the most part my concealer is what does the most when it comes to coverage on my face, since I do go heavy on the under eye. Just like that. And then I'm going to be using the Remake Studio Beauty Sponge, which is honestly the GOAT. Like, it's better than the actual Beauty Blender too, and it's also more affordable. And I will definitely leave her information down below if you want to purchase it from her. And for concealer, I'm going to be using the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. My honest to god favorite concealer. I've used different concealers, and this is always the one I go to for even for an everyday look. I'm in the shade NC20 right now, and like it doesn't feel as heavy as what people say, but maybe because I love having that full coverage under eye. So I just blend it in between my ring fingers and just dab it underneath. And I really like that brightening look under my eyes, which is why I go so light. And then the excess will be my nose, my chin, and just my forehead, like so. Then I'm just going to take the smaller sponge I was talking about with that Beauty Blender. Just blending that all out. And I like to go very heavy with the concealer. You could definitely use a lot less, but I just like the super brightening look, and I like to bring it all the way up to the temples like that. And the rest on my eyelids that acts as a primer. And right now it looks like it's too white, but don't worry, later I'm going to fix that. So just like that, and I'm going to go back in with that Beauty Blender, like the larger one, to blend it into the rest of my foundation. And whenever I do put concealer onto my eyelids, I like to set that right away before it starts creasing. So then I'm just going in with the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette that's basically hit pan and everything, but I'm using the whatever highlighter I have left. And just to set that eyelid. And then for the rest of my face, I like to set my entire face first. So right now I'm just using whatever pressed powder I have. This is the Motives Cosmetics powder foundation. It was a lot darker for me before, but now it's summer, I got a tan, and so it like matches me perfectly. So then I'm just going to take that powdered brush from Luxie Beauty as well and just set my entire face. And since I'm going more for that like dewy look and less of that super matte, super full coverage foundation look. This brush is perfect since again it is very light, because I would usually use a flat top brush and pack on a powder, but this one is just so perfect for it, just to set my foundation to make sure that I don't look like a grease ball. And then to set my under eyes, I'm going to use the same brush and then go in with the Bare Minerals Translucent Power Duo, which is also from a BoxyCharm I got a few months ago. And I'm just going to use this translucent shade over here with the same brush and just patting that underneath my eyes to set it. And the base of my face is basically done. I'm going to move on to the eyes for now. And for the eyes, I'm going to use this Alamar Cosmetics palette that came with this month's BoxyCharm. This one retails for $28, and literally when I opened up this palette, I literally died. I love it. I've been obsessed with the packaging too, because yellow is like one of my favorite colors. When you open it up, it looks like this, and the shades are just gorgeous. It's so versatile. You could go bold with the color, or you could go with the warmer yellow and orange tones. And these two rows down here are what I'm going to go for, since I want kind of like this like yellow sunset color looking eye look, you know? So I'm just going to go with the flow with the look. So to start off, I'm going to use the shade right over here. It is Cocoa Taxi. And then with just a fluffy brush, I'm just going to apply that all over the lid as a lid shade. The shade is absolutely gorgeous. Let's hope it reflects on the eyes. So just over the entire lid. And this will basically be the base for the eyes. And this eyeshadow is pigmented and doesn't have any fallout, which is the ideal eyeshadow, which is amazing. So I'm just going to slowly layer that on. Still the same color. And honestly, just using this shade as an eye look would be already so perfect for summer. Super easy and super simple. Just like that. But I'm going to add some more to it. So then I'm just going to go into the shade Tropical, which is this one right over here. And that's going to be on the outer and inner corners of the eyes. So I'm just going to go for this halo look. And I know I do a lot of halo eye looks, but I feel like this is just what looks best with my eye shape. I'm just going to place that on the outside. Actually, I'm just going to go in the outer corner, but just really blend that into the crease. Just to really warm up the eye and give it that like sunset vibe. And this shade specifically is very pigmented actually. I like barely touched it into the palette. And it's going so far. So a little does go a long way with this palette. And that just gives so much more depth to the eyes. And I'm going to use the same shade actually with a smaller brush and mix those two colors I used earlier, and just to put it underneath my eyes here, just to balance everything out and smoke it out as well. And this time I'm actually going to go all the way around the lower lash line, not just halfway. Because I really want that smoke. And don't worry, I know right now it looks like my eyes are just like irritated, but we'll fix that, sis. We'll fix that. So for the orange shades, we are pretty much done. I'm just making sure everything is nice and blended. And then just to add a little bit more depth, I'm going to go into this brown shade, Cafecito, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. And it's just this one right over here. I'm just putting that right out here. And just making sure that's blended into the eyeshadows. And I'm trying to keep that on the outer eye as possible. I don't really want to drag it in too much, but doing this just gives the eyes a lot of depth. And then also just the bottom lash line, but only like a quarter way. Then I'm just going to brighten the lid just a little bit with this Lacoste shade, which is this beautiful shimmery seashell. It's right over there. And what I'm going to do is actually just use my fingers. And it's super pigmented, as you can see, which is beautiful. And then I'm just going to use that ring finger and just dab it into the center of the lid. Just like so. Then I'm just going to take a brush to make everything nice and blended. She said, "Do you love me?" I tell her only partly. I only love my bed and my mom. I'm sorry. 50 dub, I even got it tatted on me. 81. And I'm going to use that exact same shade and apply that onto my brow bone and inner corner as well. This shade is so beautiful too. It has just the right amount of warmth to it. And that's about it for the eyeshadow, which is super simple and it's all from just the single palette. If you wanted to add a pop of color, you could also just go in with one of the blue or green shades and use it as a lower lash line shade or even the inner corners, and that will completely change the look and it'll look absolutely gorgeous. And today I'm actually going to be lining my eyes. I know I haven't been doing that lately because I've just been so in love with like the lash look, but I'm going to add a winged liner today just because I'm feeling like a little extra. So I'm just going to line my eyes and wing it as usual. And the lashes I'm going to be using today is in this month's BoxyCharm as well. It is the Baddington's Monroe lashes, and they are the 3D mink ones. And the packaging is just adorable, and look at how cute these lashes and packaging is. It's very natural, which is perfect for this look. Alright, so the lashes are on, and it literally just topped off this look. For the eyes, it's literally the cherry on top. And these lashes retail for $28. And I'm just going to move on to the rest of my face, and I'm just going to contour, and I'm going back to the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette and just contouring my face like usual. And this brush is also from a BoxyCharm. This one is the Moda Pro brush in BMX 130. It is the pointed blush brush, but I use it for contouring, and it is one of the best. I'm just going to warm up my entire face. Then I'm just going to use a flat brush like how I do usually and just go in with the darker shade to chisel up those cheekbones. Just like so. And then the excess just on the sides of my nose. And for the blush, I'm just going to use, as usual, my MAC Gingerly blush, and I'm using this Aesthetica P12 brush, also from my BoxyCharm from last month. Like, honestly, my entire makeup collection is just BoxyCharm. And this one's just the perfect brush for blush since it's very fluffy, it's not dense like all the other brushes I've used. And I'm just going to dust it on super lightly. And then finally, for the highlight, you already guessed it, I'm going to use the Ofra Rodeo Drive highlighter. I use it in all my videos. It's the only highlighter I ever use. I don't know why. It's just bombs, and like, I'm having a hit pan on it. It's going to last me a lifetime. And I'm just going to go in with the tapered highlighter brush, again from Luxie. And yeah, I'm just going to, oops. And yep, I'm just going to apply some highlighter. And this highlighter never fails me. It always gives me the perfect amount of glow without looking too shiny. And then finally for the lips, which is also the final product in this month's BoxyCharm, it is just this Ofra Long Lasting Liquid Lipstick. This one is in the shade Verona. And this lipstick retails for $21, and I'm just going to apply that all over my lips. And I find that liquid lipsticks, I honestly don't need a lip liner because it's already so pigmented, and the brush is easy to control anyways. So I'm just going to apply that. Wow, I love this lip shade. This is like my lip color. I always wear shades like these, and it's like your lips but better type of shade, and this is so gorgeous. And yeah, I'm basically done. I'm actually just going to set my face too, and I'm using the What If Cosmetics 10 Years Younger setting spray. Oh, and there was actually one more product in this box. It is the Johnson Blue eyeliner pencil. This one is in dark brown, which is perfect because I was like going to line underneath my eyes anyways after seeing this look. So I'm just going to line my lower waterline with this. And I'm going to go all the way. And it's nice to use a brown instead of a black for these looks, since it's not too harsh, but at the same time it gives you that definition. And now I'm finally done with this look with this month's BoxyCharm. Alright, so this month's box retailed for $134, which is insane. Every single time I do these BoxyCharm videos, I'm always surprised on how much everything is worth compared to how much you're paying for. You're paying $21 a month plus shipping if you're in Canada, and you're getting hundreds of dollars worth of products, and they're all full size, they're all new brands, they're all quality brands, and it's just a way to try out new products that you would never generally buy if you were just to get makeup from like Sephora or MAC or even the drugstore, which is awesome. So if you want to subscribe to BoxyCharm and get on the mailing list, the link is down below with all the information. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye!